I know you're out there. I can feel you now. I know that you're afraid. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of us. You're afraid of change. I don't know the future. I didn't come here to tell you how this is going to end. I came here to tell you how it's going to begin. I'm going to hang up this phone, and then I'm going to show these people what you don't want them to see. I'm going to show them a world without you. A world without rules and controls, without borders or boundaries. A world where anything is possible. Where we go from there is a choice I leave to you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for tuning in to a special Monday edition of the Djmp Show. We got some changes to the show I want to talk to you about. On Wednesdays, from now on, we're going to be hooking you up with news, entertainment, comedy, and the conversational aspect of the show on Wednesdays. And on Fridays, from now on, we're going to hook you up with the weekend party mix, kind of like we've been doing, except we're going to cut out the talking and blah, 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 blah stuff. We're going to go ahead and cut that completely out on Fridays. That way you can download the party mix and actually use it for your party. Back-to-back music. Like I was talking about weeks ago, we might throw a little sound effects in there. Some club-type DJ party shout-outs. So that'll be the only thing in your weekend mix. And that's just fun stuff you're going to love while you're partying. You'll be able to download the weekend mix, play it at your house party, have everybody dancing, having a good time, and that's going to be great. You're going to enjoy that. So get ready for that. Coming up next Friday, you'll be able to download the Djmp weekend mix and play that thing at your house party, and it'll be like you hired a DJ. Also on Wednesday coming up, we've got 10 ways to know you are out of touch with reality, and a lot of people are having that problem these days. They're just quite frankly out of touch with reality. So find out how to know if you're out of touch with reality coming up Wednesday. Now today on the Monday edition, special edition for you, we've got 10 ways to know you are fucking stupid. Gonna help you out with that. 10 ways to know you are fucking stupid today on the show. And also, we've got some controversial stuff that's going to be coming up for you on Wednesday. We've got an interview from a lady named Elizabeth off of the news and blah, 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 blah. She's talking with a psychologist about Mr. James Holmes that was involved in the Batman shooting. And the discussion focuses on whether or not they believe that this man was mentally unstable or suffered from mental illness. Now, most of us just want the motherfucker to drop dead and all that. And what do you think? Shoot me an email. Let me know what you think. We'll talk about that on Wednesday. Whether or not you think James Holmes involved in the Batman shooting was mentally unstable. And we've got some audio for you on a conversation related to that topic. And today on this Monday edition, and we're going to talk about whether or not there are any virgins left in Northeast Mississippi over the age of 18 years old, of course. Whether or not there are any virgins left. That's going to be a funny conversation. We got that coming at you today. And what else we got? We got movie reviews. We're going to talk about Magic Mike today, and we're going to talk about Ted. I finally got to see Ted. I'm a little late on that one. I still haven't even seen Batman yet. I gotta get down there and see that. We're going to start doing some movie reviews for you on Wednesday. We're going to do them a little early today. Magic Mike review, and because I didn't see it, I just watched a couple of trailers because I think if you go see that and you're straight, you're a fag. And I did get to see Ted finally. We're going to review that one. Anyway, thanks for tuning in on the special edition. It's Monday on the Djmp Show. Lots of good stuff coming at you right now. And first up today on the Monday special edition, we got a Mansers Moment. That's right, a new segment we've added to the show, a Mansers Moment. And we're going to determine whether or not you can bounce a quarter off a stripper's ass.
Now it's time for a Mansers Sexperiment. Countless hours of experimentation have shown us that we can bounce a man on the moon, and we can bounce a robot onto Mars. But now, we're going to use science to see if we can achieve The ultimate bounce of all! Can you bounce a quarter off a stripper's ass?
If the stripper's ass is tight enough, you could totally bounce a quarter off that.
Anything's possible. I think I could if I hit it on the right angle.
Everybody's heard the expression, but can you really do it? We're going to find out with the help of the Mancer Girls! So how do you turn that booty into a bounce house? We asked the physicist.
The coefficient of restitution is a measure of how fast two objects will move apart compared to how quickly they came together.
He's talking about bounciness. The larger the coefficient of restitution, the bigger the bounce.
A bouncy object, generally harder, will briefly store the energy and then return it, whereas a softer object will dissipate the energy.
They bump, they grind, but can that booty bounce? Can you bounce a quarter off a stripper's ass? Time to put it to the test. Not all asses are created equal, so we got 3 different ones. Juicy, athletic, and firm. And this dude has volunteered to pitch a quarter off of each one. He'll throw it at the same speed, 8 miles per hour, and from the same distance, 2 feet, each time. Then we'll measure the distance the quarter ricochets to determine the coefficient of restitution. First up is Sapphire. Her round caboose has plenty of cushion for the pushing, measuring a juicy 36 inches. Now here's the wind-up and the pitch. Will it bounce? No way, dude! Let's go to the instant replay. Sapphire's badonkadonk absorbs all the impact of the quarter, causing it to fall to the floor. There's no ricochet, so her coefficient of restitution is 0. Time to move on to Savannah. Her athletic posterior measures 34 inches. Oh man! We have an almost imperceivable bounce. Watch again. Right there! The quarter rebounds 1/8 of an inch. That gives her a coefficient of restitution of 0.005. That's barely more than if it just fell off. So let's move on to Jasmine. She's got a firm body and a pole dancer's booty measuring 33 inches. Talk about lean and mean. But is it lean enough? Only one way to find out. He shoots. He scores! How did it work? Let's go to the replay. Jasmine's firm pole dancer booty bounces that quarter back a solid 2 inches. That gives her a coefficient of restitution of 0.08. Looks like we have a winner! Can you bounce a quarter off a stripper's ass? If it has a coefficient of restitution of at least 0.08, that booty will bounce!
Alright, that was your Mancer's moment, and apparently if the stripper has a tight little muscular ass, you can bounce a quarter off a stripper's ass. Not sure when that's going to come in handy, but that was your Mancer's moment of the day on the Djmp Monday edition of the Djmp Show on the Drum and Burks podcast. Up next, it's movie reviews. This out right here on the Djmp Show. I got a trailer for you of one of my new favorite movies we're going to review right after the trailer. This is a audio clip from the movie Ted, creator Seth MacFarlane. Listen close, check it out, let us know what you think, and then I'll give you my review.
You know how to pop lock? Pass it over. Take it back. You got it.
Oh God, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I'm John.
I'm Lori.
I love you.
I love you too. I don't understand. I really don't. 35 years old and you're still scared of a little thunder.
I am not.
Thunder Buddies for life, right, Johnny?
Fucking right.
All right, come on, let's sing the thunder song.
All right.
When you hear the sound of thunder, don't you get too scared. Just grab your Thunder Buddy and say these magic words. Fuck you, thunder. You can suck my dick. You can't get me thunder, cause you're just God's farts.
Let me
I'm taking Lauren to dinner. You don't think she's gonna be expecting something big, do you?
What, like anal?
No, like a fucking circular gold thing on the finger.
Oh, fuck that. It's been 4 years, Johnny. You and me have been together for 27 years. Where's my ring, huh? Where's my ring, asshole?
Stop
Where's my ring, motherfucker?
Come on.
Put it on my fuzzy finger, you fuck.
Right,
Come on.
all right.
I'm only saying this because I love you. If you please ask Ted to move out so we can move on with our lives.
I'm not that psyched to just, like, kick him out.
I met a girl. She's a cashier.
No way, that's awesome.
How you like me now? How you like me now?
Okay, all right, so that's where we'll draw the line.
Well, what's her name?
White trash name, yes.
Mandy.
Nope.
Marilyn.
Nope.
Brittany.
Nope.
Tiffany.
Nope.
Candace.
Nope.
Don't fuck with me on this. I know this shit.
Do you see me fucking with you? I'm not,
All right, speed round. I'm gonna rattle off some names, and when I hit it, fucking buzz it, okay?
I will tell you.
You got me?
Yeah.
All right, Brandy, Heather, Channing, Brianna, Amber, Sabrina, Melody, Dakota, Sierra, Bambi, Crystal, Samantha, Autumn, Ruby, Taylor, Tara, Tammy, Lauren, Charlene, Chantel, Courtney, Misty, Jenny, Krista, Mindy, Noelle, Shelby, Trina, Reba, Cassandra, Nikki, Kelsey, Shauna, Jolene, Erlene, Claudine, Savannah, Casey, Dolly, Kendra, Kylie, Chloe, Devin, Emily, fucking Becky?
Nope.
Wait, was it any one of those names with a Lynn after it?
Yes.
Okay. Brandy Lynn, Heather Lynn,
Tammy Lynn.
Fuck!
How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now? How you like me now?
That's a little trailer from Ted. If you haven't seen Ted yet, you got to check that out. Seth MacFarlane is a comic genius. This has got to be the only gay guy, or possibly gay guy, in the whole world. He's going to kick my ass for that if I ever meet him in person. Seth MacFarlane, comic genius, got to be the only guy in the world that has ever made me laugh that much between Family Guy and this movie, Ted. I think I've seen every episode of Family Guy, by the way. But between Family Guy and the Ted movie, this man has made me laugh more than anybody else on the planet. If you haven't seen Ted yet, you got to check that out. I give it a Djmp fucking horns up in the air for Ted. Be sure you go to see Ted. Ted is the fucking shit. And that's my review of Ted, creator Seth MacFarlane, and also the voice of the teddy bear. Be sure you check that out. Right now on the Djmp show, we got an audio clip trailer from Magic Mike, and then a quick review from me, Djmp, on Magic Mike, even though I haven't seen it.
You live here? You live here?
Yeah.
Yeah? What's your name?
Kim?
Kim, can you move back for me, please? We keep getting complaints of noise and underage drinking. Everybody sit down. We're gonna be here for a while. You don't have anything sharp on you that I can take myself with, do you?
No.
Good, because I do.
The businesses that I manage, they deal exclusively in cash.
Wow, busy guy.
You're welcome to stage, the one, the only.
Magic Mike.
You are the husband that they never had. You are that dreamboat guy that never came along.
Yeah, that's a cool table. Are you made that? You should sell these things.
That's actually the idea. My sister?
Mike.
Oh, nice one.
Thank you, Mike.
So how do you know my brother?
I'm an entrepreneur. I manage a few businesses.
Trying to hit on my sister?
Okay, good talk.
Entrepreneur, stripper, stripper, entrepreneur.
Either one.
I was hoping this was all a joke.
It's pretty funny.
I'm just trying to figure out why stripping.
Women, money, and a good time.
Just try not to forget about the people who exist in the daylight, the non-vampires.
Right. Are we fighting? Is this our first fight?
So if you could do the one thing that make you the happiest every morning.
The custom furniture.
Custom furniture. So you must be really good with your hands. I just can't be around your lifestyle.
Am I Magic Mike right now talking to you? I'm not my lifestyle.
Do you believe what you're saying right now?
That's the law says that you cannot touch. But I think I see a lot of lawbreakers up in this house.
Wow, that's a lot of ones.
There were some fives in there.
Oh, okay. No 20s?
You don't want to know what I have to do for 20s. Are you going to come to show tonight?
No.
You're going to come to show tonight?
No.
You just said over there you like the show.
That doesn't mean I'm going to go again.
And that was audio from the infamous Magic Mike movie that I have not seen, but I did watch this trailer just now, and I think I'm now partially gay because of that. If you're a depressed, overweight female that hasn't had a date in a long time, yes, go see Magic Mike. If you're a lady in a happy relationship and you're getting laid, don't go see Magic Mike. And if you're a straight guy that loves pussy, then I guess you could go see Magic Mike if you want to get some depressed, desperate pussy that's in a theater or standing around in the parking lot, because these bitches are going to be horny when they leave the theater. And that was my review of Magic Mike, even though I didn't see it. So, yeah, I reviewed the movie and haven't seen it. Well, and I think I'm okay to do that because I've seen plenty of shitty B movies with Matthew McConaughey in them. All right, today on the Djmp show, we got kind of a funny conversation for you, and we're going to try to determine whether or not there is even such a thing as this anymore. We're talking about virgins, of course, over the age of 18 years old, and we've got Miss Morgasm in the studio today. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Doing just fine, of course. Explain to us what a virgin is from the female perspective.
Female perspective would be a girl who hasn't had her cherry pop.
That would just basically she's never had a penis inserted into her vagina and like in and out. Hey, by the way, I got a joke for you. I've been trying to make this one funny, even though it's not. What did the Hawaiian vagina say to the penis?
What's that?
Aloha, 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 aloha. It means hello and goodbye. Come on. Anyway, in the Northeast Mississippi area, I'm gonna catch flag for this, but I think a virgin is just like a fucking unicorn. You know, when it comes to this topic of conversation in this area, I feel like there's a lot of social pressure on young women all the way down to 13, 14, 15, 16. I feel like there's a lot of social pressure on these young women to lose their virginity at a young age, younger than ever. And how do you feel about that, Morgasm, from the female perspective?
Well, I remember growing up, in high school and even before high school, a lot of my friends were losing their virginity at a very young age. Me and my other friend Brandy, we kind of waited till we were 16,
Now, was that peer pressure?
It was.
It was.
It really was.
From I guess every class has your class clown, your nerd, and the whore, right?
I'm not going to say which one of my friends was the whore.
I think I know.
But if anybody knows us, I'm pretty sure they'll figure it out. But no, it was a lot of social pressure, because me and my friend Brandy, we were both just not ready yet, and we had a lot of pressure from our friend and other girls at school that would make fun of us because we haven't done anything with any guys yet.
Now, did to feel like you were part of the popular crowd, did you need to have sex with a dude, or was it more or less just, this is something to do to fit in? Or?
I think when I lost my virginity, it was just to get them to shut the fuck up, to be honest.
I still,
that's
a good point.
It's a funny story, and people probably don't want to hear it, but I kept my pants on. I just didn't, I was too scared, really. And then the next time I did it, I only had one leg.
What was that movie with the guy and they were in a album alley type shop, and he was wanting to get a blowjob, and he just unzipped his pants and didn't even take them off. You reminded me of that movie. I forget what movie that was.
Yeah, I don't remember. But even the second time that I did it, I only took one leg out. It was I was really scared. I didn't really know what to do. So
losing your virginity is kind of like getting pressured into smoking your first J.
Yeah, well, I guess I started smoking cigarettes too when I was like 13, but I didn't start inhaling until I was 14.
Earlier before we even started recording, you brought up a good point. And talk to me about just for lack of having anything better to do. Is that some of it?
It's always been an issue, always. Ever since even my aunt was young and in high school. Her and her twin sister, they would come over to my mother's house, mine and my dad's house, and they would have like what they called pizza Friday night. They'd rent movies, bring over some beer, wine coolers, whatever, and put their keys on top of the refrigerator because there was nothing to do in New Albany. Nothing. Yeah. And it's always been an issue.
New Albany definitely needs a little club.
Yes, it does.
It needs a safe little club.
It needs like a lounge. It needs, I was thinking more of like, either a dance club or like a little lounge for kids to sit around in, and even have like big screens for them to play like PS3 on or, Xbox 360
that
or
would
even
be cool.
the Kinect.
There's a lot of kids.
I think that would be fun.
A lot of kids hanging out out in Subway parking lot and Walmart parking lot around here. I don't
Yeah.
want to get too much off subject. We're talking about whether or not a virgin over the age of 18 years old exists. And let me be specific, over the age of 18, because any female out there under the age of 18, you don't need to be friends with me on Facebook. You don't need to send me a friend request because I don't have the time to check your age. I just hit add on everybody gets one. If you send me a friend request on Facebook, I just instantly hit add, and I probably shouldn't do that because I accidentally had some girls under the age of 18 try to add me on there, and like we were talking about in a previous show, I used to do some private parties for Sweet 16 parties and stuff. I've kind of got out of that unless it's a really close friend of the family or something. I don't want anything to do with anybody under 18, even a guy. So I'm sure Morgasm feels the same way on her Facebook. If you're under 18, you don't need to be friends with us because we are adult related material.
Yeah, I kind of got blessed out the other day because that podcast I put up, one of my cousins was listening to it, and her mother, which is my first cousin, was kind of upset about it. And I'm like, look, I put on there that it was PG or rated R. It does have some cussing in it. A freaking 12-year-old doesn't need to know the 7 better ways for an orgasm. Mostly, and I hope they don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. But
well, it's sad that they do.
do.
That's kind of what we're talking about. The mythological thing known as a over 18-year-old virgin. I don't think they exist anymore. And there's different reasons, like we were talking about. There's for lack of anything better to do, and peer pressure to be cool, and that's the same thing with cigarettes, drinking, and drugs. There's this ungodly amount of peer pressure out there to do these things that people don't need to be doing until they get to an age where they can make those decisions more responsible.
It's a never-ending process.
Yeah,
it's like Mean Girls, but in real life.
Yeah, yeah. We Morgasm and I are encouraging everybody out there. You got plenty of time out there for some of these things, and I'm a big guy. I'm big on saying live it up. Have a good time. You only live once, but that doesn't mean that you need to start doing a bunch of crazy shit before you reach 18. You need to wait till you're and a lot of people out there when they're 18, I know people that are 20 that are fucking stupid. Okay, so just because you're 18 doesn't mean you're instantly able to make better decisions than you were when you were 17. I'm not saying that either. I'm saying you need to wait till you're an age in your life where you're making good decisions or you have enough experience or wisdom to make a good decision.
Yeah, and I really wish, some of these girls and even the guys out there, where you're 18, don't get into a serious relationship when you're in high school. It's so stupid because once you get out of that phase and if you go to college, or work a couple years and you get into your late 20s, you'll start regretting that you stayed with somebody for that long.
Right.
You guys need to, explore, trust me, you won't regret it when you get to be about my age.
So I think Morgasm and I have kind of come to the conclusion in this conversation that unfortunately, and look, when I'm talking about stuff, there's a rare exception to every rule. Don't email me and say, I'm 18 and I'm a virgin. Well, if you are, congratulations. That is great. But, it's rare. It's so rare, it's worth talking about. Over 18-year-old virgins out there, if you are over 18 and you're a virgin, keep it up. You're doing great. That's awesome. Once you finally do let somebody stick it in you, I think you're going to be a little disappointed anyway that you put so much emphasis on it because it's not that big a deal. When you finally do get to have sex, ladies, chances are you're gonna fuck some douchebag that doesn't even know what the hell he's doing. And so, you know what I'm saying?
That's right. It's happened before. It's always happened.
Yeah, then it's not even going to be a good experience. And I'm big on everybody make sure you're having sexual intercourse with somebody out there that's clean. You don't
and use protection.
Use protection.
Jesus fucking Christ!
That way you don't
it's not a big fucking deal to go to Walmart and get some damn condoms.
That way
People
you don't
encourage the sheet.
That way you're not like me and end up with 5 kids because you're being irresponsible. And I do love each and every one of my kids because they're all little geniuses and they're healthy. But that's not the point right now. We're talking about virgins in Northeast Mississippi, and let's touch base on this real quick because it is a factor. What is it about this area, Northeast Mississippi, Lee County, Itawamba County, let's just say Tupelo and 100 miles in diameter around it? It's like, why